In this video, I am going to be talking all about overnight rice water spray for long, thick, healthy hair. Hey loves, it's Angelica and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I post a bunch of videos about natural hair, growing your natural hair, your edges, different DIY beauty hacks and skincare. So if you guys would like to see more of that kind of stuff, make sure you hit the subscription button. It is listed right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell because that will just ensure that you get notifications on time every single time. Let's get straight into the video. So you guys know I have done a bunch of rice water videos, but I always get tons of questions under every single video like, how do I use it? Can you show us how to use it on your hair? How do you make it so white? Where should I store it? A whole bunch of questions. So I decided to make one video that incorporates all the information that you need. This is back to the basics. I'm going to teach you how to make the rice water, how to make it look white and cloudy, how to ferment it, how to store it, how to use it in your hair, and every other single thing that you might need. So make sure you stay till the end of this video because every single tip is important and I always make sure I give you as much information as I can. So for the first step, before you even figure out how to use it and all that, of course you need to know how to make it. So let's go straight into the voiceover. I'm going to show you exactly how I make my rice water. Okay, so first off, you're going to need a bowl of any kind, and then you need some rice, also of any kind. And in this one, I'm just using like jasmine rice or something. You can literally use any kind of rice as long as it is not parboiled, whether it's organic, brown, red, black. You can literally use any kind of rice. For this recipe, I am using half a cup of rice, and you don't need any specific measurements, guys. You can literally use any amount depending on how much you want. All you want is just about 4 times the amount of water as you use rice. So make sure you just get that kind of rough ratio done. So now I'm taking my half a cup of rice and I'm just rinsing it in regular tap water, and this is just to remove any kind of impurities or dust, any kind of chemicals, or sometimes there's just little like insects or something that may be mixed into the rice. So this just makes everything kind of float up. I just move it around roughly and then I pour out all the water. And don't worry, I know it looks slightly cloudy, but that's just like powder from the rice being in the container. So it literally does not get rid of any nutrients, so don't worry about that. So once that is all out, we move to actually making the rice water. All you need to do is put in any kind of distilled or boiled water. Just buy a bottle of water or 2 and use that for the rice water because it is very affordable and it has very little impurities, so it won't affect your hair. You need clean, soft water for making rice water. This just gives the best results. So all you want to do is swirl the rice around a little bit and then put it into a container that is airtight. I am just using an old container that had olives in it. It is glass, and I am pouring the water and the rice into there. And as you guys can see, I decided I actually needed a little bit more water because the amount of water to rice ratio was a little bit almost like half and half. So I went ahead and added more distilled water. I just poured it from the kettle and I found that that ratio was better. The bottle was almost completely full, and you guys will see what we will do with it next. We are going to close the lid, and this is going to be airtight. You want an airtight lid because you don't want any air to go into your rice water because that can affect it. When it's airtight, it can ferment nicely, and I left it in the same place overnight, and it took about, maybe it was like 26 hours later by this point. And as you guys can see, even when I shake the rice, it still looks kind of clear. So now I'm going to show you exactly what I do to make my water nice and cloudy and to get the most benefits out of it. So now I'm putting it back into a bowl and I'm pouring everything, including the rice, into the bowl, and I'm going to show you my secret little tip to getting the best, whitest, most nutritious rice water. So all you need to do is knead it the way I'm doing right now, and you want to do this for about a full 5 minutes because as you're kneading the rice, it's actually breaking the rice into smaller pieces, and as that's happening, the nutrients are coming out. I know some people see the idea of water being white and attributing that to having more nutrients in terms of when you boil the rice, it releases the starch and then you let it go. When you boil it, it may look white because of the starch, but mostly you are killing most of the nutrients. So this is the best way. You can also knead it with your knuckles, but I wouldn't recommend that because it can actually cut you a little bit. So when you're done, the rice should look like this. It should all be in kind of way smaller pieces, and as you guys can see, you almost can't see my hand in the rice. It is that white, and it has vitamins B, K, Pitera after it ferments, and it makes even my hands feel nice and soft. Now we are going to pour it back into the airtight container, but this time we are sieving it. We are not going to put the rice back in because the rice has done its job, and you guys can see this is super white. It almost looks like some kind of milk. This is what you want from your rice water because it has the most nutrients in it, like I have said. It's basically like a huge multivitamin that you can put in your hair. And now I am putting some peppermint oil because I love peppermint so much. It boosts your hair growth. It gives that nice tingling feeling to the scalp. And the bonus is it gets rid of the smell of the rice water if you hate the smell. Honestly, the smell doesn't bother me that much. And also after you put it in your hair, it disappears. So you guys can see I put about 2 full droppers, which is about 20 drops of peppermint oil into this is about a liter of water. You want to shake it up because obviously oil and water don't mix, and that is what your final mixture looks like. So now I'm going to decant some into my spray bottle. This is the overnight spray we're talking about, and again I'm going to shake it just before I pour it in, and the main reason for this is that the oil and water might have separated already by this time. So I pour it in, and every time before you use it you shake it again. And now that that's in there nice and full, I'm just going to put the lid back on and the spray is ready. But in case you were wondering how to preserve, lots of people ask me how I preserve my rice water and how long it can stay. I keep it in the fridge. I keep my spray bottle if there's anything left when I'm done doing my hair, and the actual leftover rice water in the container in the fridge so it doesn't go bad, and this lasts for about 2 weeks before it starts to go off. Okay, so you guys have seen it. That was today when I just finished pouring that into here. As I said, this is regular rice water. It is not fully fermented to the point where the smell goes really or quite bad. And now I'm going to answer the question before you ask me about the orange thing. Lots of people put orange peels in their rice water to get rid of the smell and just to add a few extra nutrients. Now I'm going to tell you why I do not use orange peels. This is very optional. If this has worked for you, please let me know in the comment section below. Do you use essential oils like lavender, tea tree, and peppermint, or do you use orange peels to get away the scent and add a few extra nutrients? Now I'm going to tell you why I don't use orange peels. And the main reason is because orange is a citrus fruit, and citrus fruits like lemon and orange contain citric acid. Citric acid has the potential to burn your skin and irritate your scalp, although it also can help because it does have vitamin C. I just think that the risks of using citrus in my hair are worse than the reward, because I think I can get those nutrients from something else like my conditioner and the actual rice water and the peppermint without going that route. So the same way, I don't know if you've ever seen any images of someone who's got like lemon juice on their hands, usually kids, and then they play outside in really hot weather, and then it literally gives them blistering burns. Your hair can also get heat damage from the sun the same way. That's why you can use lemon and that kind of stuff to naturally lighten your hair, because the acid will actually lighten your hair and the sun adds on to that. It also has the potential to damage your roots a little bit over time. I think using products in your hair over time has the same effect as, let's say, eating a bad diet. When you eat it immediately, the food is just gonna taste good. You don't see any immediate effects, but then one day after like 3 months, you might wake up and you're like, what the hell happened? I gained weight overnight. I think that hair products work the same. If you're consistently using something over time, you can see amazing benefits, or you can start to see the detrimental effects of the products that you are using, which is why I'm saying I don't think orange peels are worth the risk of me finding out 3 months later that it's actually not doing anything amazing for my hair. That's why I only use essential oils to enhance my rice water for the tingling sensation on my scalp and all that, which I'll get to soon, but also just to get the best effects even long term out of my rice water. So now into application. I use rice water in 3 different ways. I either use it as a pre-poo, I use it as a deep conditioner, but I don't only use it by itself. What I would do is after I wash and condition my hair, I would first spray my hair with the rice water, like all my hair, or let me say per section. I would douse it in rice water and then put my deep conditioner on top and do it like a double treatment. And then the last way I use rice water is as a rice water rinse. So this is after I've washed, deep conditioned my hair. I rinse out my last conditioner, like my deep conditioner. I will go ahead and get rice water and just pour it all over my hair and just leave it in for the rest of the week. The benefit of this is it helps your hair be extremely strong and healthy because of the protein, and it's in a very liquid form, so your hair can just easily easily absorb it. The bad thing is if your hair is slightly sensitive to protein, it might make your hair feel a little bit dry. So I find that the best stage for me is either in my deep conditioning process or as a pre-poo. Right now my favorite is as a pre-poo or as a leave-in conditioner, but I know this is sounding complicated. I use it as a leave-in conditioner, but only if I'm not going to take my hair out like this. So let's say if my hair is going to be out like this and it's curly for the whole week, I could possibly spray on a little bit of rice water and go over with oil because it's just a little bit and it actually will help my hair. But my favorite way to use it as a leave-in is if my hair is in cornrows or twists, or it's just in a state where I'm going to be wearing it like in a head wrap every day, so I will not be manipulating my hair at all. What I would do is every single day or every other day, I would just spray my braids and everything and my scalp with rice water and then go over with oil, and then that's done. I'm done with it. So today I am going to be using it as an overnight pre-poo. So before I deep condition and do everything, I'm going to use my hair just like this. I'm going to douse it and section it as I'm going to show you right now. So let's get straight into the application process. And wow. I am going to leave this rice water in my hair overnight. But the reason why I'm doing it now, it's kind of afternoon, is because I want my hair to basically get dry by the time I go to sleep. I cannot sleep with wet hair. I cannot sleep with deep conditioner in my hair. I cannot do any of that because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but my scalp really itches when it's damp and I just can't stand having that feeling while I'm sleeping. So if I do something like this, like an overnight rice treatment, keep it in overnight, but it has to dry out first. You guys know I have so much hair, I always have to work in sections. So I'm putting it in 4 sections. I really like these curls on the side, like I really don't want to damage them. So I'm just gonna do that at the end of this video. Okay, so we have 2 sections in the front. Now we're gonna split the back. So I'll clip this one section up at the back and we'll start working with this section. Now, as you guys can see, even these sections are still quite big and I have a lot of hair, so I'm going to split these sections into 2 as well. And I'll start working with this section right here. And another thing I mentioned is I only use rice water as a pre-poo when I'm going to wash my hair with conditioner, so a co-wash. Because this makes my hair feel a little bit dry sometimes, I don't like to do it on the days when I shampoo my hair. So I shampooed my hair last week, so I'm not gonna have to shampoo for the next 2 weeks. Or is it 3 weeks? For the next 3 weeks, I'm only going to co-wash my hair. So I find that that is the best time to use rice water. So on the day when I do use shampoo, I will not use rice water. So now I'm just spraying this down my hair. I like to focus on the ends. And this is just a great treatment for your hair. In terms of how often you need to use it, it is up to you. See how your hair reacts to the rice water. For me, I like to use it once a week, every week, if my hair is going to be out. And if my hair is going to be braided up or twisted, I use it every other day. So that's about 4 times a week or 5, depending. Sometimes I might even do it every day, just depending. So this just makes my hair feel so nice and soft. I love the feeling of rice water because it's a very weird texture almost, because you think it just feels like water because it looks like water, but it almost has like a serum-y kind of feel to it. If you've never used it before, if you've used it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if it doesn't feel like that, you might be doing something wrong. So hopefully you watched how I make it, that process. So now my hair is saturated. I need a little bit more on the ends. Okay, so now I'm going to focus it on my scalp and massage that in, because you guys know this has a lot of vitamins in it and it is amazing for your scalp as well. So I'm going to focus this on my scalp and massage it in. if you guys would like a scalp massage routine, like my full scalp massage routine that I do that really promotes hair growth and doesn't cause any damage, because I know a lot of people complain about hair getting damaged while doing a scalp massage. That means you're probably doing something wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you'd ever like a makeup tutorial, let me know, because I don't make them all the time unless you request them. So let me know. So I always start detangling at the end. And this is also just going to make sure that tomorrow my wash day is going to be nice and quick. So you guys can see that rice water is also a great detangler. Can you see how fast my hair is growing, guys? Rice water has definitely contributed a lot to my hair growth, because I don't know if you guys have watched my 10-day rice water challenge, but I'll link it below. I actually saw amazing results, and moving forward, I don't use it the same way, of course, but I see so much growth. Of course, I take care of my hair. I detangle it properly. I try and eat as healthy as I can. So I can't say all my hair growth is to do with rice water, but it has played a big hand in my hair growth. So once I am done detangling my hair like this, I don't want my hair to retangle again while I'm sleeping, especially because it's damp. So I will do basically what I always do and twist this hair. And when I wash my hair, I will wash it in these same sections. And the reason why I love that is because it helps me keep my hair in the same sections when I need to moisturize, when I need to deep condition, and it just shortens my entire wash day routine. Guys, I am so amazed by how fast my hair is growing, and all these tips I share on my channel are what I actually do. I don't just share random things with you. I actually show you what I actually do. So now I'm going to do everything I just said to every section and speed it up. Okay, so I've done this side as well. You guys can see everything is in nice twists. Nice, it's gonna dry just like this. This is how much is left. I basically used the whole thing, but I still have a little bit left in the fridge. And you guys have been asking me how I preserve it as well. I keep it in the fridge, and a lot of people have also been asking how long can you keep it. You can keep it from about 10 days to 2 weeks, so 10 to 14 days. But it all depends on the rice water you're using, the temperature of your fridge, the weather in your area. So the best way is after 10 days, you'll be able to tell by smelling it. It will smell really bad, and it usually starts to look like a little bit brown or something like that. And usually by that time, you should have used all of it up by then. So don't make a huge batch, because it's definitely impossible to use that much at once. My twists came out so neat. I am starting to question if I want to just undo these after my hair is dry and do like a twist out and see how it will work. You guys can see there's still like lots of product from when I did my wash and go. Anyway, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below if you use orange peels or peppermint to remove the smell or just enhance your rice water. Hit my face right there if you didn't subscribe in the beginning. Watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here if you'd like to see anything else that I posted. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.